Good morning, children. Let us begin this morning's class. Yesterday, we were doing the factors of supply or the determinants of supply, and we had put it down as the supply of a good X depends on the factors like Px, which is price of the good X, PR, price of the related goods, PM, price of the factors of production, then GP, government policies, P, technology, E is expectations of future prices, and NF for the number of firms. And then we have done PX and PR. In PR, what was the effect in the change of related price? We noticed that if there is an increase in the price of the related product, then the supply under the commodity will fall. Why? Because producing the other product is now more profitable. At the same time, we also saw if there is a decrease in the price of the related product, then the supply of the commodity which was under question will rise because producing other product is now less profitable. These we had stopped till here. Today we are going to carry on with the next PF, that is the supply of the good X depends on the factor of price or the factors of production. Write down. Other things being equal, other things being equal, the supply of a commodity depends upon the price of the factor inputs. Yeah. So we now see the effect of change in the price of factors of production. What could be the effects? Two effects. First is increase in the factors of production. When there is an increase in factors of production, I'm writing FP, which means factors of production, which is nothing else but the input price. Write down, if the factor price increases, the cost of production also increases. Accordingly, producers are willing to supply less at the existing cost or existing price. This implies the situation of a backward shift in the supply curve. So it goes like this. Input price increases. What happens to the cost of production? The cost of production also increases. So then, if the cost of production increases, what will be your profit? Your profit will come down. will be less. When your profit is less, what will happen? The supply will be less. When the supply is less, what does it imply? It implies a backward shift. So we can summarize it in a line. When the input price, that is the cost of factors of production, increases, what happens to the cost of your production? जब आपको inputs ही महंगी मिलेगी, when you get something very expensive, what happens to your cost of production? The cost of production will increase. And when your cost of production increases, what happens to your profit margin? Your profit margin will come down, your supply comes down, and because of that you have a backward shift. So if you put it down in a diagrammatic form, we have the supply curve upward rising. Because of this, the supply curve shifts backwards. The price having no role to play. This is S1, supply 1. Supply, original supply is SS. When the input price increases, the supply curve will shift backwards. This is the first case, increase. The second is decrease in the price. Second, decrease in the price of the factor price. I'm wiping this out. Now we have decrease in the price. Write down, if the factor price decreases, so now we change this to the factor price decreases, the cost of production also reduces. The cost of production also reduces, and because of that, your profit margin will increase. When the profit margin increases, your supply will also increase. And instead of a backward shift, we will have now a forward shift. Forward shift. The diagram is X, Y, supply curve S. You'll have a forward shift. Please make sure that these are all straight lines. S1, S1, price, price. There is a forward shift of the supply curve when there is a decrease in the input price. So we have done price of the good X, price related goods, price of factors of production. The next factor, the next determinant for supply is GP. GP stands for government policy. So I'm writing this out now. So the supply of the good X depends on the factor which is government policy, GP. Okay, write down. Taxation subsidy policy, taxation and subsidy policy of the government also affects the market supply of a commodity and shifts the supply curve. Increase in taxes in brackets you can write excise duties, sales tax, custom duties or any other indirect tax close the bracket, increases the cost of production therefore the supply decreases and the supply curve shifts to the left, that is backward shift. Let us put it down now. Tax increases, cost increases. When the cost increases, profit decreases. When profit decreases, supply decreases, and this gives a backward shift. Backward shift or a left shift of the supply curve. You may draw the diagram, the same diagram, supply curve originally, and then the shift to the left. Do that just now. You can also draw both the diagrams in one. The second one is when the tax decreases. Tax decreases. Cost also will decrease, profits will increase, supply will increase, and we get a forward shift. This is when tax decreases. So you can show that in one diagram. The original supply curve is backward shift will be, let's say S1. Here we show the backward shift, and then we can also show the forward shift. They can be also shown in one diagram, no problem. Name them differently S, S1, S2. This is the forward shift. When do we have a forward shift? When the taxes decrease. When do we have a leftward or a backward shift? When taxes increases. Now when taxes decreases, it also means that the government is giving subsidies. So the subsidies to the firm tends to reduce the cost of production. The same thing applies. Subsidies reduce the cost of production, profit increases, and so on. You will get a backward shift. So taxes and subsidies can be placed together. Okay. But in that case, subsidies will be When subsidy increases, the rest follows the same. Cost will decrease, the rest will follow the same. This is the only difference between when taxes decreases and the government is giving a subsidy. You know what is a subsidy? It gives certain concessions to the producer for producing certain goods. They may get cheaper raw material, facilities are given to them. These are the subsidies. Okay? Electricity may be given at a lesser rate and more infrastructures would be given. All these could be the subsidies. So when subsidies are given, cost of production will come down because they get them at a cheaper rate. Yeah, then the rest profit will also increase, and the profit will increase, their supply increases, you will get a forward shift also when the subsidy increases. Have you understood, children? So I have put taxes and subsidies over here, the rest being the same. The only difference is when taxes come down, you get this, but when subsidies are increased, you will get the same. Is that clear? Yes? Some reaction? Good, thank you. Yeah. Next we come to GP is done. T. Technology. Can I write this out? So the supply of a good X depends on the factor of technology. Write down the supply of a commodity depends upon the state of technology improvement in technology / improvement in technique / improvement in technique of production reduces the cost of production. Consequently, profits tend to increase. Consequently, profits tend to increase, resulting in an increase in supply and the supply curve shifts to the right. If there is an improvement in technology, this brings down the cost of production. New technology always is adopted or made into use, taken into use because it's a new technology, and when a new technology it brings down the cost of production. When the cost of production comes down, your profit goes up. You will get more profit. Naturally, when the profit increases, your supply will increase. And when the supply increases, what happens? The supply curve will have a forward shift. Isn't it? New technology brings down the cost of production. Cost of production, when it is less, gives you more profit. More profit, there is more supply. And there is more supply means the supply curve will shift to the right. You can draw the diagram. Remember, after every point, the diagram is necessary. Show the original supply curve and show the forward shift of the supply curve, keeping the x-axis as quantity supplied and P as price on the y-axis. Please draw it. Technology. And please use a scale to draw neat diagrams. Keep an eraser at hand. If anything goes wrong, you use the eraser. Keep your diagram neat and clean, labeled properly. Like I said, on the x-axis you will show quantity supplied, and on the y-axis you will show the price, and then you will show the forward shift or the backward shift of the supply curve depending on the situation. Have you drawn that, all of you? So then we'll go on. The next is E. What is E? Expectations. So the supply for commodity X depends on expectations. This will write down if the producer expects the price of the commodity to rise in the near future, then the current supply will decrease. And if he expects the price to fall in the near future, then he will increase the current supply. Then he will increase the current supply. So when does the producer give more in the market supply? When the profit margin is more. So if he expects in the future the prices are going to rise, he will hold back his stock in the present. Okay, he will hold back to sell in the future. So what happens to the future or the present? The supply will decrease. And if he expects that the future price is going to fall, he will try to sell as much as possible at the current price, the current day. Okay, next. NF, number of firms. Supply for commodity X depends on the number of firms. Write down. Increase in the number of firms implies an increase in the market supply. And a decrease in the number of firms result in a decrease in the market supply. Very obvious, isn't it? Number of firms increase, supply will increase. Supply shifts to the right. If the number of firms decrease, then what happens? There will be a decrease in the market supply. Then we have the dots, which means there could be other factors also. Can you give me any other factor? Any other factors could be, let's say, natural factors. What are natural factors? We say the supply of products also depend upon natural conditions. Suppose we have good rains, there will be a good agricultural crop and the supply of agricultural products will increase. But if we find that the monsoons, the rains are failing, then there would be less agricultural crop, resulting in a less supply of agricultural goods. This could be the other factors. Then, what could be the other factors more? We can say transportation and communication. Transportation, how? Development of proper transportation and communication will expand the size of the market. Okay, and this will motivate firms to produce and supply more. But there is no proper transportation and communication, then what would happen? The supply probably of goods would be hindered, resulting in less supply. Always a good transportation system would increase the supply. Okay, these could be some of the other factors. There could be many more factors, but it is enough sufficient to give two examples. First being natural factors, second would be transportation and communications. Is that okay? Now we will wrap up this by giving the law of supply. So the last topic, law of supply. The law of supply. The law of supply. Write down. The law of supply states that there is a direct relationship between the price and the quantity supplied of a commodity when other things being equal. So the law of supply states that there is a direct relationship between price and the quantity supplied of a commodity when other things are equal. Rise in price, quantity supplied, price increases. What happens when price increases? Supply will also increase. Price decreases, supply will also decrease. So there is a direct relationship. And we will stop till here and continue the next class. Tomorrow is Thursday. I shall be taking up statistics tomorrow. Thursday and Friday we shall do statistics. So that means we will come back on Monday to do ahead from here. Is it okay? So then we'll stop till here, all of you. Have a nice day. Keep yourselves safe and we shall meet tomorrow.